Yeah, we're excited for the opportunity to get better. We are coming through finals week right now, and it's always kind of a stressful time for everybody. Crossing your fingers on certain tests and things like that. But our ladies had a really good practice yesterday, and we are gearing up for Notre Dame de Namur and Sonoma State. So, I didn't necessarily think we got better against Fairbanks, and we had a team meeting on Monday, and I think we got some things ironed out in terms of getting better every game, and realizing that our opponent isn't who we're playing that night. It's the process of getting to the end of the season and accomplishing what our mission is. So we're excited to get down there, and we have 5 ladies from the Bay Area and another place with great food and great coffee. So I'm excited.
Coach, for people who aren't familiar with Notre Dame de Namur and Sonoma State, just give us a little preview of what we can expect.
Both are pretty hot teams right now. Notre Dame started off the season a little rough, and they're 3-0 in their league right now. 3 pretty solid wins for them. They've got good guard play, and they actually have a really good post that's averaging I think about a double-double. And then Sonoma State's got a new coach this year, and I think they compete really hard. I think between the two, they played each other mid-November. In fact, that was the game film I've been watching, and Sonoma beat them. So, these are two good opponents in region games, which are very important for Division II, and we're excited to be able to play them when they're home floor.
Does it mean anything now that you go and play 2 out-of-conference teams? Kind of breaking up conference play a little bit. Does that help? Hurt?
I think it's nice. I think it's nice to be able to get down into a little warmer weather during this time, and we always try. Typically we end up in Hawaii, and that's not a bad place to be. But I made some promises during the recruiting process, so this was an opportunity to fulfill those and get some ladies to be able to play in front of their friends and family.
Does that mean you need to do more recruiting to Hawaii?
Yeah, I know. We had Kiki for a long time, and then went down to Maui, went 0 for 3 on 3 of those kids. So hopefully I get to make some more promises to some kids in Hawaii. That'd be nice.
Pretty nice when the senator, maybe you can talk about it when the senator dedicated to the UAA basketball team.
Yeah, the Alaskan of the Week, I think it was what it was called, and I didn't even know. Dave Laval had called me in the morning. I was packing my bag and told me and asked me if I could be at the gym, before we left. And I had no clue that was happening or anything, and I honestly thought it was like at the local level. And so I was still, even if at that level we would have been ecstatic about it. But then when he started saying Mr. President, I thought, holy moly. Yeah, real humbling. The things that have happened in our program, when I first took this job, I would have never thought were even a possibility. I just would have never thought of them, and we just feel really blessed, and something that I personally believe is that hard work is rewarded, and it's good to be able to teach these ladies these lessons early on, because I believe that once they get their degree, they'll be leaders within our community, or when they go back to their home, that they're prepared to be strong role models and leaders.
Shelby was really emotional. Was it just special to her? I noticed she was on camera, emotional about it.
Yeah, I think a lot of our ladies
took it the same way.
Yeah, when you give your heart to something and it means a lot to you, to be able to be recognized by others sometimes, especially on the women's side. You don't always play at the late time or the prime time game, and you don't always get the recognition that sometimes you do in men's athletics. And I understand that. I've been on both sides. I know. And so sometimes they don't always get the top treatment, but these ladies have. It's a special situation, and I think Anchorage is a unique stage where some of the most well-attended games at UAA are women, volleyball and women's basketball. So we're just really fortunate, and we understand that responsibility. and I think they take it very seriously.
Coach, do you know anything more about Sonoma State besides the fact that they're the Seawolves and we're the Seawolves? I don't know if you even knew that or not, but
Yeah. When I first got the job here, I was talking with Dr. Cobb about potential people. They were really good at that point, and people that we should look to schedule. And one team he brought up was Gonzaga, and I didn't want to play them. And the other team was Sonoma State, and I kind of thought, well, we're a couple years away from playing Sonoma State. So, yeah, they have a good tradition. They've been a little bit up and down within the last 3 years, but that area has good basketball. They do play hard. They compete really hard, and they have a couple quality wins underneath their belt so far. So they play similar to us. I mean, they'll press and they'll mix up their defenses a little bit, and they've got some good shooters on their team as well. So we'll have our hands full definitely with them.